Welcome to Weekend Conversations, friends, and I hope you are having a great Sunday morning. While my endeavor is that we talk something generic in it and have candid conversations around life, but I keep on repeating that I somehow just am attracted towards this magnetic field of technology. And eventually, whenever I am planning that, okay, what do I talk about today? It then boils down to something around tech. Now, today I want to talk about Make in India. You know, all these 11 years, I think a lot has been accomplished. And honestly, we have to genuinely congratulate everyone who has contributed towards it. It's not easy, we must admit it. Technologies are complicated and complex, uh, you know, ecosystem, very complicated value chain, lots of global dependencies. Even if, one may dream of having 100% indigenization in any country. It is not possible in today's time. You will have to have collaborate globally and leverage from the best available throughout to really create world class products and have happy customers. But even then, and there is also a geopolitical angle to it, and we are seeing how these things are changing these days rapidly, having a kind of uncertainty in the global market and global trade. But with all these challenges and complexities, I would say our Make in India journey for all these 11 years has been really, really incredible. And we should all, as I said, genuinely congratulate everyone who has participated and contributed towards it. Now, you know, we are just going to see the newest generation of iPhone 17 being launched in a few days from now. And this is for the first time that Apple's latest generation is being manufactured within India and gets introduced just at the time of launch. Earlier, we all know that Apple was manufacturing, older generations out of India, and eventually, over a period of time, in some quarters, it would introduce the latest generation in the country and get that also assembled out of here, India. But this time, the at the time of launch only, the made in India iPhone 17 phones will be available. That's a great accomplishment. If you look at the overall scenario, there is not a single large ODM or OEM in the mobile space which is not making phones in India, unless we have some maybe geopolitical constraints where we have consciously stopped anyone. Otherwise, everyone is participating in India directly, either directly through their own manufacturing facilities and investing there, or you know uh, collaborating with a contract manufacturer and giving them orders to assemble phones for them. That's one good thing which what has happened over these past 11 years. The second good thing is that the manufacturing depth has also gone up. Earlier we used to just assemble at the what we call as at SKD level or semi knockdown level. Now it has graduated to CKD level, or completely knockdown level, and we have what we call as SMT lines already present in the country, which are manufacturing this level of phones. Not only that, we are capable of manufacturing all variants of phones in India. There are OEMs who are making very premium phones out of India. There are OEMs who are making flip and foldable like form factors, very complicated and complex form factors out of India. So this all speaks of the resilience of the ecosystem that has got built over these 11 years, and it's growing, it's evolving. Today we are not just catering to local demands, we are also exporting phones to the markets outside, which has been a lot supported by schemes like PLI. So all good things happening there. But is it enough? I think that's what we need to keep on thinking, and we need to really think how can it further evolve. We have to understand that policy schemes, scenarios, they keep all evolving over a period of time. So what was maybe relevant 5 years back is not relevant today and is definitely not going to suffice the future needs. That's where we need to probably think that how is our Make in India going to shape up 5 years from now, 10 years from now? How will Make in India contribute to Viksit Bharat vision? That's all what we need to really think about and think seriously. Now, I was very much, I got attention and interested in one of the recent web series on Netflix, which is Sare Jahan Se Acha. It's a spy story talking about how a spy, uh, took it as a mission and thwarted a nuclear program of an enemy country. I'm sure we would have all watched such kind of stories. But what caught my attention in it was that, see, unless you have someone who is entrusted with the job, you don't see really things happening. There has to be a leader. Now, not only from, uh, charting out a vision or, giving us a vision or a pathway, but someone who has to, actionize this plan. And that is where the technical expertise comes into play. Now look at some of the incredible achievements of the country. For instance, if we look at our nuclear program, it was all because of Homi Baba that we were able to achieve whatever we have achieved there. Look at, for instance, space mission, all because of Vikram Sarabhai. So great, eminent scientists over there, which contributed to these fields, and we know where we are today because of the hard work and a lot of efforts put in by these people. They really, put in their whole life and dedicated their, lives to these kind of missions. Then, if we talk about our missile kind of, our accomplishments in missiles, again, Dr. Kalam, his contributions are known to everyone. So, what the central theme that I could make out of all of these is that unless you have a person who is driving it, it is very difficult that we really are able to achieve what we want to achieve. Now, that's what I want to draw attention towards, that while at the government level, at the policy level, we are having all types of facilitations, really, great work being done there. First, not only intent, but also, it's being complemented with the right policies and right facilitations. But what we may also now need to think about is that we need to have a mission oriented kind of program around electronics and define our objectives, that what do we want to achieve in next 5 years, what do we want to achieve in next 10 years. And these need to be out of these business and trade objectives. These need to be pure product and technology objectives. For instance, we could have one of the objectives that, hey, by in 2030 we should be able to make a completely Make in India feature phone. I'm just giving you an example. Whether that's relevant or irrelevant, we will talk about it later on. But let us have this, and let us interest someone. Let us find someone who is capable of driving this as a mission. Someone eminent person like the gentleman I talked about. We will be definitely able to figure out someone from the ecosystem who is of their stature and can drive this, and not just drive it as a project lead, but get involved into it and knows how the ecosystem works, and really helps us in building these products. Similarly, we could be then working on smartphones, we could be working on operating system. These are very essential things for us to develop now, and that should be our endeavor. We are while there's a lot to celebrate and rejoice about in the Make in India program. It is high time that we are able to find out probables that who could become, say, what Apple is for US or Samsung is for Korea. Now, which is that brand that would be in this league, that would represent India in the global technology market, in the global devices and gadgets market? We need to figure that out. Who would be the Huawei equivalent in India? We need to find that out. And that is where, I think we need such kind of a person from with technical expertise, with who knows really the job, how to do it. I don't know whether that person would come from some R&D center or would come from academia or somewhere else. That's for, I'm sure, decision makers to decide about. But that is an approach we need to now take on. We have to identify this person and then entrust that person with this job that we are wanting as a country to develop these kind of capabilities, and these are the milestones we are setting ahead. And then let these be driven like a mission. We right now have Chandrayaan mission. We right now have space station mission, in for instance, in space technology. Similarly, we would be having something on nuclear, which obviously may not be in the public domain. So there will be, these very particular missions which would be going on right now in these very, I would say, advanced and high tech fields. Similarly, we should have these kind of missions in technology field also, especially in this, devices and gadgets and electronics industry also. That by the time we arrive in Viksit Bharat in 2047, which is say 22 years from now, we should maybe spend 2 years in planning, and by 2027 launch these programs, maybe 5 years each, and have four major milestones identified and try to accomplish them. This is very important that we are now looking at building these kind of capabilities and competencies. That's what I had to share with you over this Sunday morning in my weekend conversations. And I'm really, thankful that, before I kind of say a goodbye today, I am very, very indebted and thankful to all of you who have been engaging with me, sending me WhatsApp messages, or sometimes even calling me. And I love these conversations which then take place post these videos which I keep on sharing. I feel at the end of the day very happy that yes, we are having these kind of conversations, and there are people who agree, disagree with me on these things. That's really good. But the point is that we should have these conversations on, and we should discuss about these things, because that's what will make us a thriving economy, and that is what will step us into or usher us into new, era where we need to have these kind of capabilities. We need to indigenize things. And let's be realistic, as I said in the beginning, it's not possible in today's time that we can be 100% indigenous, especially in these kind of products. We will be dependent on different countries, and let that be there. There's no harm in it. But let's endeavor that we are able to make Indian products in these categories up to the extent where we to which we can genuinely contribute indigenously. And let's develop a roadmap, and let there be someone who drives it as a mission, and helps us achieve great milestones and accomplishments in these domains also. That was my conversation for today. We'll be really happy to again have some conversations, some discussions around it, and hear your views. What are your thoughts on it? And probably who could be, in your opinion, the person who could drive this kind of mission out of India? I'll be back with you. Till then, have a great week ahead, and also enjoy your weekend with your family and friends.